Hey everybody, Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. So let's get right down to it. Today I picked up Night and Day on DVD. This here, I really had no interest in seeing at first. When I saw the trailers for it, I just kind of thought, meh, it looks alright, maybe. I didn't really know what I was going to think of this movie. So I really had no, not that I didn't have an interest in seeing it necessarily, but I hadn't, I wasn't in a rush to see the movie. I, certainly wasn't going to go see it at theaters. I knew when it came out I wasn't going to buy it right away. I was going to wait till I got a really good deal on it, which I finally got today. I got a really good deal on this movie, so I figured I'd pick it up, check it out, see what it's all about, see if it's any good. Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz together in one movie, that sounds like a very annoying combination, but I don't know, it might work. I'm just thinking maybe like Mission Impossible with Cameron Diaz. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make of this movie, but hopefully it's good. It gets mixed reviews. I heard this movie was alright. It was worth seeing. So for the price I paid for it, I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. Hopefully it's good. I guess we'll see. So that's it for what I bought today. So now on to what I watched. And tonight I checked out Winnie the Pooh. Now, this movie kind of goes two ways. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was good. As a Winnie the Pooh fan, I definitely liked it. As a Disney fan, it was great. If you're a Winnie the Pooh fan, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Now, the problem with this movie, from what I gather from the synopsis and also from what I've read in other reviews, this movie is supposed to be a reboot of Winnie the Pooh. It's supposed to be introducing Winnie the Pooh, basically, to a new generation of kids. And if that's what they're doing, they've completely missed their mark. This movie, it really has no necessarily emotions. It has no feelings. The characters aren't really developed. They don't introduce you to any characters. Every character in this movie, it's just like, they're there. You're supposed to already know who they are, is what it feels like. I mean, it has all the characters, Kangaroo, Eeyore, Pooh Bear, Tigger, Rabbit, Owl. Is that everybody? Did I name everybody? I think I got everybody. There's no Gopher in this movie, which was okay, because Gopher wasn't actually in the original Winnie the Pooh stories. He was actually like a Disney creation, so I'm okay with there being no Gopher in this movie. But it just, they didn't introduce them. They didn't show you who the characters really were. They didn't show you their, the place they hold in the 100 Acre Woods. They didn't let you get into their like their characters at all. They just they were just there, which is okay for somebody like me who is a fan of Winnie the Pooh and has been watching Winnie the Pooh for years and already knows what the characters are about. For that, it's okay. For somebody like me, it's okay. I don't need to know the backstory of these characters. I already know the backstory of the characters. That's fine. But if this movie's supposed to be introducing the characters to a whole new audience, a whole new generation of kids, then it makes no sense. It completely misses its mark. It doesn't introduce these characters. They set these characters up like you're already supposed to know who they are. So that makes no sense. Also, the story, it comes off like basically like a direct-to-video movie. That's basically it. There's not a lot of depth into the movie. Again, there's no real emotions. It's not like in like the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. That's a fantastic movie with a lot of just great storytelling, a lot of great feelings. The end of that movie, that's one of the saddest endings to a movie I've ever seen. That movie is just crazy depressing at the end. This movie doesn't offer that. This movie's only an hour long, which Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh I think was only like 70-something minutes long. So, all right, whatever. But this movie just doesn't bring anything new. It's just basically just, hey, here's Winnie the Pooh, just another Winnie the Pooh story for you guys. That's what it feels like. So that's why it kind of feels like a direct-to-video, just another direct-to-video Winnie the Pooh movie, like the other many direct-to-video Winnie the Pooh movies there has been. It just feels like another one of those, but maybe with some more like effort put into it, because a lot of those have pretty weak stories, and this story wasn't necessarily a strong story, but it was an okay story. It was well done. It was enjoyable. And the animation was also a lot better than most of the direct-to-video sequels. So, for a Winnie the Pooh fan, it's a good watch. Definitely something to check out, and I would definitely recommend it. It's just another Winnie the Pooh story that Disney's giving you. And for that, I certainly enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great. But as a movie to introduce Winnie the Pooh to younger children, to a new audience, makes no sense. I don't know how they're trying to do that. I don't get that at all, since it doesn't set the characters up at all. I mean, if they wanted to just remake Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, they could have done that. Or could have done, this movie, but at least introduce you to the characters. They could have made this movie maybe like an hour and a half long and set up the characters a bit more. You know, gave you more development into the characters, showed you who they were, set them up more so people, the kids of a new generation would know the characters better than them just being there in the movie. That's the main downfall. So again, if you're a fan of Winnie the Pooh, definitely check it out. But if you're trying to introduce this to, let's say you're getting your kids to watch this, or you're just introducing this to whatever child or just somebody who's new to Winnie the Pooh, don't let them see this movie. Let them see the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh first, and then later on down the line, show them this movie, because it's great. They'll definitely enjoy it. It's a good movie, but just not for introducing Winnie the Pooh to anybody. Also, one of the downfalls is the character of Owl in this movie. Now, Owl is, as we all know, well, if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan, we know, his character is, you know, the wise character, but at the same time, he's not completely wise. He messes up a lot. He still takes on some of the characteristics of the other, you know, characters in 100 Acre Woods, you know, where they're goofing up a lot. But at the same time, he is sort of the one they go to for advice, and he is sort of the wise one, sort of. But, you know, we come to expect him to mess up every now and then and goof up and have his mistakes. That's fine. We get that. That's who the characters are, so obviously he's going to do that as well. But in this movie, they make him out to be a moron. He comes off as the dumbest character out of all the characters. That bugged me. He should not come off that way. I mean, he was just downright just stupid. I was really surprised just how dumb they made that character. The things he did in this movie just surprised me beyond no belief, to just how just idiotic they made his character. That kind of bugged me. I wish they wouldn't have done that. I wish they would have made him just his normal character where, you know, they go to him for advice, he gives them some advice, but at the same time, you might mess up that advice, just not to the extent in which he does in this movie. So that bugged me. I just thought they made his character just way too stupid. So, you know, again, as I said, it was a good movie. I would recommend it if you're a Disney fan, if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan. It's definitely worth checking out. I loved it. I thought it was great. But as a movie to just reboot the Winnie the Pooh series, to introduce Winnie the Pooh to a new generation of children, it fails miserably. This is definitely not the way to go about introducing Winnie the Pooh to anybody. This is just another Winnie the Pooh story for fans. That's basically what this movie is. The storyline, it's okay. Eeyore loses his tail, like usual, and they have to go hunting for it. And it's supposed to be 5 stories in one. Sort of like the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, like had a bunch of different stories in it. Sort of the same thing, only it didn't really feel like there were a lot of stories in this. They kind of blended them all together. So if there were 5 stories, they were definitely mixed match. So Eeyore loses his tail, they have to find it. Basically, it's just them searching for Eeyore's tail. Pooh here obviously wants to get some honey, and they have a reward for the best tail, the best new Eeyore tail. The person wins honey, so they're all searching for that. Christopher Robin at one point ends up leaving, and he has to end up going back to school because it's the fall. And he leaves a note letting everybody know where he's going to be. And in the note he says, he's gone, whatever. I'll be back soon. They take it to Al. Al says, it says Bazoon as opposed to back soon. And they think some creature called the Bazoon got Christopher Robin. So then they're also sort of on the hunt and trying to capture a Bazoon. But at the same time, the whole Eeyore's tail thing is going on. So it's a decent story. It's all right. Again, it just feels like a just another almost straight to video Winnie the Pooh movie. That's how it comes off. But again, with a little bit better of a story and definitely better animation. So a direct-to-video Winnie the Pooh story, but with more money and more effort put into it. That's basically what this is. Doesn't really feel necessarily like a theatrical Winnie the Pooh movie, unfortunately. But it is good. I would definitely say check it out again. Also, the songs by Zooey Deschanel, I have mixed feelings about that. She did an okay job with it. I don't have anything wrong with her music. I don't listen to her music, but I don't have anything wrong with it. I think she's a good actress. Her music's okay, I guess. And it was alright. She did a bunch of songs in this. She did the Winnie the Pooh theme song, which I can't remember if they did the whole song or not. I don't remember if they did the entire song. And if they didn't, that's a shame. I think they did the whole song right in the beginning, I think. And it was okay. Definitely the original is so much better and so much more well done, and it has a much better feel to it, as opposed to this version here with Zooey Deschanel singing it. It came off a little weird. I wasn't all that into it. Also, Tigger song, they don't really do that. They hint at Tigger song. Tigger sings like a second of a song, and that's it. So that was a shame. So the songs in this movie, not so great. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now because I'm kind of rambling on here. So basically, what I'm going to say is if you're a Winnie the Pooh fan, definitely check it out. It's great. You're going to enjoy it. If your kids are really into Winnie the Pooh, let them see it. They'll love it. But if you're new to Winnie the Pooh, if you're introducing your kids or whoever to this movie, you're trying to introduce somebody to Winnie the Pooh, do not let them see this. Let them see The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh first, and then later on down the line, show them this. They'll love it. So, good movie, just kind of missed this mark. So that's it for what I bought when I watched today, but I do want to say one more thing. I kind of want to take back something I said yesterday. I gave my thoughts on Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. I said that it was a great movie. I absolutely loved it. I'm a huge fan of the entire Pirates series. They're just great movies, and I really liked it. But I also said that I kind of hope they ended here. The movie was great, and I just kind of hope they end the entire series right here, ended on a high note, because my fear is if they do more movies, they're just going to go downhill. But then people started telling me, I got a bunch of comments of people telling me that what they're thinking about doing is another two-parter, kind of like how they did 2 and 3 as a two-parter, doing 5 and 6 as a two-parter as well. And I started thinking more and more about that, and as I thought about it, I thought, okay, I'm on board, but only if, A, they have to do a really strong story. They have to take their time, put a really good story together, a very strong, 4-hour movie, put it together, make something really good. Don't put something together like they did with 2 and 3. I liked Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3. I thought they were good movies, but I think we can all agree, if you like the movies, we can all agree they could have been better. They definitely weren't the best they could have been. I know a lot of people hate those movies. A lot of people definitely hate Pirates of the Caribbean 3. And I liked them. I thought they were okay, but I will even admit they definitely could have been better movies. So I don't want them to make the same mistake with Pirates of the Caribbean 5 and 6. I definitely want them to take their time and make a really strong story, a really strong two-part story, and give us something great to go out on. I think that'd be great. And B, they definitely need to have Johnny Depp playing Captain Jack Sparrow. He has to come back. They can't bring him back for a few minutes and then pass the torch on to somebody else. They can't kill him off. Well, I guess they could kill him off if they wanted to at the very end, if they wanted to end the series that way. But they can't kill him off and then make, the next 3.5 hours all about something else, another character. No, they can't do that. Johnny Depp, he definitely has to be back for the full 2-part movie if that's what they're doing. He has to be back for the entire thing. He has to be the main character. He can share the spotlight with Penelope Cruz's character or something like that. Fine, or even Barbossa or somebody like that. That's cool. I'm okay with him sharing the spotlight, but he definitely has to be in the entire movie as definitely one of the main characters, at least, for the entire time. That's definitely a must. So as long as they, as long as he comes back and they do a good job with the story, they don't rush it, they definitely take their time, make a very strong Pirates of the Caribbean movie, I'm in. So I definitely take back what I said. As far as them ending it here, maybe not. Maybe it'd be kind of cool if they did 2 more movies, like a back-to-back 2-part movie. That would be actually kind of cool. I'm down with it. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm a sucker for those movies. Just something about them. I love them. I'm a big fan of the ride too. I mean, the attraction at Disney World is great. I'm a huge fan of it. So maybe it has something to do with that as well. I'm pretty much a sucker for any movie based on a Disney attraction. But I love the Pirates of the Caribbean series, and if they did 2 more, I know I'd be all aboard. I would jump right into those movies. I would definitely see them. So yeah. So like I said, I take back what I said. I kind of don't hope they end the series here. I wouldn't mind seeing 2 more movies as long as they take their time doing them and they do them right. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.